Welcome back to More Sip the Talent. We're finally back, finally back. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. I want to say thank you to all the new subs that have subbed since I was last here. Today we're going to talk a bit about Tua Tagovailoa. He had a huge day, week 8 versus the Lions. Came out only 7 incompletions, 29 for 36, 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. I just watched the film and I wanted to show how he and Mike McDonald. I realize it's Mike McDaniel, not Mike McDonald. My bad. So, put together a great scheme. Mike McDonald has a bunch of plays that are layered, which you get the same formation, but you get 3 or 4 different plays, maybe even 5 or 6 when you add the pass plays in at the RPOs and stuff like that. But they do have a staple RPO that they run a lot. They run a lot of stuff off of it. And with the weapons that they have, you think they run a lot of 3 and 4 receiver sets. They really don't. A fullback, Ingo's always in, Gesicki's always in, Tyreek and Waddle. Every now and then they'll have 14, and I forget his name. But for the most part, it's those 5 guys. It's Mostert, it's Ingo, it's Gesicki, it's Waddle, it's Hill. And they do a good job of layering their plays and giving you looks, but giving you something else post-snap. So this is a look at what Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDonald did to the Detroit Lions week 8, 2022. Enjoy. Let's start off our story by, throwing a little groundwork out there. So this formation you're going to see a lot, and I labeled it when I was taking notes, the staple RPO. And they have a bunch of plays layered off of this, which is one of the reasons why I love McDonald and the way he runs his offense. So the staple RPO, as I'm going to call it, you'll get one of these guys to come in motion. It doesn't matter if it's Tyreek or the tight end, but they'll come in motion. Let me make that a little smaller. All right, they'll come in motion and be on this side of this receiver. Now what'll happen is he'll run the little RPO here. They'll run the rail route. Then you'll have another guy, Tyreek, coming across. When they also fake to the running back going that way. So you get a lot of stuff going on, and they're trying to read this guy. If he dives in on that fake, they hit the RPO coming out right here. If he stays out here, they just hand the ball off going there. But also, they have another twist on it. Let me get this off the screen, which is probably going to be part of this first page, where the guy come in motion, and he'll hand it off to the running back going that direction. You got that also too. So, and again, they run this RPO or this formation a lot, and they actually run the actual RPO a lot too, but they do have layered plays off of it, which I like because you get the same look, but you get multiple plays off of it. And the defense can't just say, okay, then this formation, these 2 plays are coming. But as far as this play right here, let's get started. And this looks like the RPO. Initially, it looks like the RPO. You see all the linebackers kind of shift to the right because they've been running this RPO. But now it creates leverage because you got a guy pulling, you got Tyreek leading out, and you're just going to hand it off to Mostert coming off this backside. So a different play with the same look. Now, at that point, the guys have been sucked up, the linebackers, and you got Tyreek Hill, and it's still cover 3, which a lot of this stuff is cover 3. You still got Tyreek Hill one-on-one with 24, even though he's in the zone. And Tyreek's going to run this little corner route. But what Tua does is throw him flat to beat the cover 3. Because he's way over this guy, but it's going to throw him flat enough to stay under this guy. And this is where Tua, this kind of starts to stick out to me. His accuracy before the concussions was ridiculous. You see, this supposed to be a corner route. But watch Tua throwing flat. Away over this guy's head, in front of this dude, and then just let Tyreek do what he do. And there's going to be a couple plays on this film where you see Tua's accuracy, and I personally didn't know. I knew he had good footwork, and I knew he ran a lot of RPO stuff at Alabama, but I didn't know he was as accurate as he is. All right, on this play, you see Detroit trying to give Miami a dose of their own medicine. If you watched any Ravens games, this is the defense that Miami employed on the Ravens to kind of muck them up on a primetime game and kind of made the Ravens look bad. So Detroit is basically doing the same thing to them that they've been doing to other teams lately, and that's taking all 7 of their front 7, putting them at the line of scrimmage. So you don't really know who's coming, who's not coming. Then taking the same amount of receivers that you have, putting those DBs at the sticks. And so the first down marker is the blue line back there, and you can see those guys sitting at the sticks just waiting. But the difference is, Tua got Tyreek Hill. A lot of people don't. So there's nothing special about this. Tyreek Hill just running the go. And they both DBs kind of pause on this end cut. Oh, wrong tool, my bad. Both these DBs kind of pause on that end cut. And them on that. And them just taking that one step there, and not trying to get back out of there. It's too late. It's too late because we all know this cat going to zoom past everybody. So that one little end cut screwed them. Them not reading it. And you'll see it. Watch them take this one step. See? Both of them paused right there. That's all Tyreek Hill needed. Tua saw it too. He just threw it up there. You know, and had he thrown it further downfield, it'd probably been a touchdown. But he had to get it out of there. Now, I will say this. Tua had to stand in there and deliver. Because you had a free runner. So your free runner coming right there. And then what they also do is the opposite guy tries to drop back if you try to throw something quick. He tries to rob and take the hole. So that's what you're getting out of whoever this linebacker is right there. But Tua see it, and he realized that they they paused for a split second on that end cut, which gave Tyreek Hill what he needed to get over top of him. Again, another version of a layered play. Now, you got your fullback in, you got your tailback, you got a tight end. So you're looking at 21 personnel with your 2 receivers, Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, down at the bottom of your screen. It's going to come off as a run play. Look at the run action you get. That fake handoff behind the back again, you see it. That's the fake handoff. Now, what I want you to notice is pay attention to Ingold. Ingold is right here, the fullback. Pay attention to Ingold. Watch him influence Aiden Hutchinson so he can get the outside leverage to box him in, because he know Tua is going to fake the handoff and then boot out that way. Watch how Ingold goes outside and allows Hutchinson to get inside, then turns right back on the inside to make sure he stays inside, which allows Tua to get outside of the rush of Hutchinson. I know that was a mouthful, but you get it. At least I hope you get it. See, he act like he messed up, but he really did what he wanted to do. Now you got double post going with your receivers down here. So you got Waddle's post has to cross the face of the safety. If the safety takes it, Tyreek's post stays skinny and he gets down the middle of the field. That's what should happen. Now, if Waddle crosses his face and the safety stays in the middle of the field, then you got Waddle over there with all that grass to work with. So the read guy is this guy right here. And when he crosses the field with Jalen Waddle, he knows he has the room to throw the ball to Tyreek Hill at the bottom. Now he avoids the pressure of Hutchinson and just crow hops and steps into it. Now this is one of the instances where we talk about Tua's arm strength not being as big as is needed. But again, these are throws he making on a consistent basis. I'm gonna show you some other throws later on in the film that he make on a consistent basis, which is why he can stay in the NFL and have a long career if he avoids the concussions. Because these throws won't be the norm. Yeah, he got Water. Yeah, he got Tyreek Hill. But these throws won't be the norm. How many yards is this? He's on the 20. That's 10, 30, 10, 20, 30. About 40 yards in the air maybe. Let's see. 50 yards in the air. Right at 50 yards in the air. And again, those long throws won't be the norm. But again, he made it happen. Now the Lions went to this man look, and they trying to be slick, and this is what they got going on. So they're trying to double both of them. They're trying to double Tyreek and Waddle. So these two guys, man to man, them two locked up with each other. They're gonna cancel each other out. But what the Lions are trying to do, they're trying to take Waddle with this guy and that guy. Those are the doubles. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Those are the doubles. And then on the other double, they're trying to get Tyreek with this guy and this guy. They're trying to match it up like that. But watch. Kind of throws the double off when they run switch. So now he has to try to help Because look at the leverage already beat. He's already giving him outside leverage because of the switch route. And he's just going to get over top. So now he's chasing underneath. He can't get over top. Tyreek's running the in cutting route. So he's going with him. And he going with him. Tua already sees this and just got to float this slot fade up because of the switch. Now, Detroit had a good plan. It's just the switch screwed the whole thing up. And watch how wide open Waddle is on this. And Tua puts it in a perfect position. See that? Because 33 was trying to come from over here. He jumped inside, which allowed Waddle to get outside. It's an easy pitch and catch. Easy pitch and catch. Easy. And with his speed, you ain't gonna catch him. Not a guy that fast. You let him get a free release and he get a step on you, it's a wrap. We're just gonna show this one real quick to kind of emphasize the point of layering plays. And it's just an outside zone with Tyreek Hill gonna come underneath. Where it could be like a little slip situation if he keeps it. But again, that just doing that with Tyreek coming underneath. Watch number 2, how he has to pause and wait. Watch number 2 right here. He got to pause because Tyreek's coming across. He can't just full out go in and attack that run play, which is a setup for later on. See how he hesitates to make sure Tyreek Hill is not part of it? Which if he had just kept going, he could have made that tackle right there. But the fact that he had to take that one step and pause allowed the running back to get up in there and do whatever he needs to do. Got about 5 yards out of it. I talked about Tua's accuracy. Watch this throw on the run. You can get an over route from Gesicki. You can get an over route from Gesicki off some play action. And there's going to be a lot of traffic kind of in this area of the screen. But watch the accuracy of Tua on the run. You get the play fake. You know, they got to respect it. Linebacker. They got to respect it first. You get Gesicki just going to work it. He should work under one, which that's under one, and over the next one. Under that one, over the next one, and now he's in the open spot. But again, look at all this cluster that's going on right here. It's a lot of stuff going on. Watch Tua fit this thing in there. Look, you got defender, yo guy, another one of yo guys, and a defender. That's a lot going on. Fitted through all that traffic. Perfect throw. Right on him. Now he can catch it, protect himself, and get up the field. Did I mention he's on the move? Now, he's not standing in the pocket back there. Tua's on the move. Not standing in the pocket. Now, that is a strong side. That's his strong side. He left-handed. So, again, but that's still a great throw on the move like that with a lot of traffic going on. Whether it be yo guys or not, the traffic is the traffic. Now, this play is where the skill set of your receivers help you out. You hit them with a 50-yard throw. You've been carving them up, intermediately. They really don't want Tyreek or Waddle to get over top of them. Watch how far they drop up out of there. And the fact that you've been running the ball halfway decent, your linebackers got to come up. Watch this huge void that Tyreek Hill has to run probably the deepest curl I've ever seen in my life. You get your play action, you run fake. And look at the linebackers. They got to step up. They all stepping up. Now look at all this room that the receiver got to work in. You got Tyreek going and run a curl. I forget what Waddle running, and I think maybe Ingo running in the flats right there. And as quiet as this kept, if y'all don't realize, the Dolphins don't play a lot of 11 personnel. They play a lot of 2-back or 2 tight end stuff. A lot of times the 2 receivers that are out there are Tyreek and Waddle. And I ain't realized until watching this tape and another tape I watched about with them and the Ravens. Look at that. Because they terrified of Tyreek Hill. Look how open he is in his curl. And all he just got to do is get it over this linebacker right here. That's pitch and catch. Pitch and catch. Extremely wide open. Keep in mind, this is a 20-yard curl. Tyreek started right here on the 50. That's crazy. And then a good accurate throw so he can catch it. And not only make the catch and get down, he can catch it and protect himself. He even loses yardage trying to make something else out of it. All right, you get a ton of motion with McDonald too. You get a ton of motion to help him out. But really, like young quarterbacks, I will say this: a lot of quarterback guys try to teach quarterbacks to read the triangle, and sometimes you see it, on film, and sometimes you don't. But again, Tua's in the pocket right here, and I'm going to show you the perfect read triangle in this play right here. That's what you want for your quarterbacks. Bam, bam, bam. That's your read triangle. And you just go to the open guy. And again, it's a lot of stuff going on, but he fit this ball in right between this safety that's closing, and then this guy just kind of watch. Because they all going to close in on Waddle. But he did a great throw over this backer in between these two safeties trying to close it up. Watch. Right on time. Right on time. Again, Tua is a lot more accurate than I assumed, which is why he had a big day this game. We got a couple more plays to finish this up. And to end it, I alluded to this play when we first started. The staple RPO, which they run this multiple times this game. If you go back and watch this game, you'll see this play at least 6 or 7 times. And you'll see some variation of this play probably about 10 times. But here's the staple RPO. And again, trying to read this dude. If he crashes with the action when the back go across the face, you're going to pull it out and throw it right in this area. Right there. Right here. You're going to throw it in that area right there. That's the gist of it. Let's see it happen. And again, Tua's footwork is immaculate, and McDonald does a good job of throwing this to his strong side. If Tua was right-handed, this play would probably take place up here more, but he's not. It takes place down here all the time. Got a motion guy that's going to come across. All right, you got your rail route coming here, which is trying to keep it deep. You got this route trying to replace that linebacker that's acting on the run. And then if for some reason they take that, you got this guy coming in the flats. So even though you can't really see it, you technically still got a triangle on the screen. You got that, and you got that. So you still got the triangle, which is perfect for quarterbacks being able to have multiple reads but not necessarily moving their eyes back across the field. I mean, McDonald pretty darn good with his play calling. And see, look at that. Look at his eyes. I just noticed that. Look at Tua's eyes. He peeks at this route. He peeks at this route, which is gonna move him out a little further, which gives him more room to work. Just looking at that. And then he gonna snap right back to the receiver going up the seam. Boom. See, that opened him up, made him open up a little wider, and gave him more room to throw the ball. And again, this is their staple. Their staple RPO. I obviously he fumbled right there, but once I realized that they were doing this, and I went and watched like a bunch of college tape this year, I realized other people were doing it too. But Miami runs the crap out of that RPO, and it's one of the reasons why. And again, this last play was a fumble. Tua had such a big day versus the Lions in Week 8. So that's basically my recap of Tua's big day. And you'll be getting more of these videos soon on More Sit the Tally. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. See if this works. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Like the video also, but hit the bell when you subscribe so you can be notified when these videos drop. We back on the grind over here. Draft's over with. So I got almost split the time equally between both channels, and we got more coming up, man. So what I'm going to do is just start at Week 8, just going toward the playoffs, take a good showing, so to speak. Tua was the first one I decided to do. So I might take somebody in the run game and see how they were able to do what they do. But I just don't really talk ball with y'all. That way when the season comes around, I'll have a template and a way of work. And, Thursday night games we'll have film on, and, big games on Friday. Not Friday, on Sunday too. So we'll see. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified. Any Lions fans in there, put it in the chat box. Any Dolphins fans, put it in the chat box. There's probably going to be more Dolphins because Tua got off versus y'all this game line. So see y'all soon, and appreciate you. Coach Evans out. Peace.